Oh, she did not ask for permission to bring this. Oh, go and report this woman. She's a very evil woman. Hey, she's using people's information without their knowledge. Yeah. As if I was using someone's information without their knowledge. Idiots. Idiots everywhere. The way she tried to twang what? Let me listen to this. The way she tries to twang. Who will know she's a local Kenyan? Gladys says the way she's trying to twang. Actually, she's trying to twang because the coastal Swahili is very different from the village Swahili. If you understand, you understand. Like the Nairobi Swahili is very different from our Swahili back down here. It's different from the coastal Swahili, is different from Tanzanian Swahili, is different from Ugandan Swahili. So she's trying to twang so that her Swahili can also fit and look like it's Mombasa Swahili.
Greetings to you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone, and of course the time that you'll watch this video. So you can say I have here my red pen, meaning that I am doing a lot of marking. I've received your messages. Those who reach out through my number, you're asking me why I have not dropped videos. I think from yesterday, guys, I'm so busy. It is towards mid-break. Like we need to go for some mid-break. We call them here half-term. And therefore, before mid-break, we usually have exams that are given out to students. And then we do the thing or the marking. Do you get it, guys? So your girl here is busy marking a lot of papers. If you have ever watched any video that I've done in the past, and especially previously about the place that I teach, I think I've told you the school has over 1,500 students. So you can imagine the population is too large. And of course, you know how government works. The number of students cannot be at par with the number of teachers. Do you understand? Like, for example, here I can say it is a ratio of 1 teacher versus 80 students. So you can imagine, like in a class, you have 80 students, you're 1 teacher, you need to teach, you need to mark, and you need to ensure that you do follow up for all the students. So it is so hard and kinda chaotic. You need to be passionate for you to do this thing. Do this thing, otherwise, guys, you can't. Okay, so 1-on-1. Let's go to Bungoma. You know Bungoma? Bungoma is my favorite town. If you don't know now, you know. This lady called Karrot. I don't know what is wrong. What is actually wrong with Karrot? Does she has to come every day and fight Mwango on the streets of YouTube? And I saw by there someone asking me, why am I always on Karrot? Guys, if you want, you can choose Mary TV. Let Mary TV be your niche. Nobody cares. Do you get it? So you pick whoever you want to pick on these streets and react on them. Nobody cares. Like, it's not a big deal. And excuse me, the video quality may not be that good, I don't know. And the orientation, because my phone, the angle that I've placed my phone, I don't have a tripod here, and I don't carry one when I come to work. Okay, so this lady Karrot comes out and she's like, Mwango is in Mtwapa. And she said, by the way, she knows the exact place where Mwango is. Karrot, ain't you a stalker? And you know stalking is a crime. Are you sure you know the exact location where Mwango is in? And you know, she was like, oh, the last time when she went on vacation, she was at Mtwapa, and therefore Mwango is copying her. That is why she has gone to Mtwapa, blah, blah, blah. And this, you know, saying this and that and that. Like, for her, what I know, she's a secret admirer of Mwango. Like, she admires her for, you know, who Mwango is. Do you get it? In terms of character, in terms of the match that she has achieved in her lifetime. And I'm so sure if Karrot would come out and be honest, she would look up at Mwango as a young lady that is more of an influencer rather than a person that is always doing mistakes. And she wouldn't be so hard on her. And that is why she has to compare everything. Oh, Mwango is in Mtwapa. I was at Mtwapa. Oh, Mwango is taking those coconut, you know, the coconut as if, you know, I've never done that thing. Why is she always comparing herself to Mwango? You remember, The last video that she did, yeah, the one that I did react on, she talked about her constructing her house before Mwango. Who sits down to compare themselves to another person if you actually don't admire that person? And you, Karrot, you've always come out to say Mwango is not your age mate. And therefore, she's not your age mate. Why would you want to compare yourself to her? And let me tell you something, guys. I'm a teacher. You all know that. I have taught students that doing very good, doing very well. They have very good jobs than the teacher that taught them. So you can't just keep on saying, oh, this girl is too young, let her sit down. She should not even come and talk here about construction. You know, we were there before her. Nobody has refused. By the way, if you were there before her, now this is her time. Just imagine, this is her time. Do you get it? And allow her to be. So this matter to do with coconut, let me tell you, my people, don't be fooled. Not all parts of Kenya people plant coconut. It is only found at the coast of Kenya. That is the real information. So don't be fooled when someone says that, does she has to wait to go to Mombasa to take coconut? Coconut is not available everywhere, but you can access in a supermarket. Like if I want coconut in this place where I am, I'll just go to my town, I'll get to a supermarket and I'm gonna buy. Do you understand? But now we are talking about freshness. Of course, I know coconut does not expire that fast. But remember, Mwango does not buy the actual coconut. She buys we call it madafu. Here in Kenya, we call it madafu. Tell me how you call it. That one that, the coconut that is not, how can I put it? That is not ready to be harvested, with the hard shell. That is what I'm talking about. Mwango does not go for the hard shell. She goes for the coconut that is still growing, which that one that we call madafu. The Kenyans in the house, you'll understand what madafu is. And therefore, the reason why Mwango likes this is because of the water. And this is something that I will not find in a supermarket like here where I am. Yes, I may find, but it will not be as fine as that one that when I go to Mombasa, I can enjoy. And then, guys, let us just be realistic, because every time I see people coming out here to fool other people, I'm like, let us be honest. If you have ever been to the coast of Kenya, that place is very hot. Like, the weather is too hot. Like, you'll be sweating, you'll be feeling thirsty. And that is why you need to hydrate. If not with water, you need to hydrate with, the coconut juice. Do you understand? I know the Jamaicans in the house, they understand it better than us. You need to be hydrated. And that is why you see Mwango likes them. Those madafu go for 50 Kenyan shillings. Do you get it? This guy wants to sell to Mwango at 100 Kenyan shillings. And that is what we call exploitation. Do you get it? Exploitation. Like if I know this bottle of water is 30 Kenyan shillings, 30 bob. And then I go to a shop and the shopkeeper tells me to give out 60 shillings. What will I call that? That is exploitation. And Mwango made a point and she was like, I'm not a white person. Therefore, can you give me the local price? The price for Kenyans. Do you get it? I don't kind of feel that is out of place, as Karrot wants to come out and put it. It is just obvious. If you are a foreigner, and let's say, for example, you go to a national park, the charges are going to be a bit high. I'm also told there are some, there are some places like, not just the national parks, there are some places where if you have to access as a foreigner, the prices are different. And that is the way it is. Nobody has any bad intention. Nobody would want to exploit you, but the government will want to generate more income to you, including, by the way, colleges and universities. As an international student, you need to pay a lot. Figure out, if I come out of Kenya and I go to Europe, I want to go to university. Of course, I'll not pay tuition the same way like, a citizen of United Kingdom or a citizen of Germany. The tuition fee has to vary. And that is what Mwango was bringing out. Do you get it? And therefore, this notion of these people always coming out to misinform people, just because they don't like this person, it's not in order. Like, I find it to be so ish. Like, how do you do such? How do you just sit down comfortably and you're like, this girl has come all the way from Nyabo to go to the coast, to go and eat some food in a posh hotel, or to go and drink some coconut water and then go back to the village. Where do you want her to go to? Where do you want her to go to? Let Mwango be. Let her enjoy. After all, she's creating content. Isn't she a content creator? And that is why, guys, these people will always come out late at night, and they'll be shooting content. I've seen someone, this on trending is always out here, almost at 4 a.m. creating content, and they want to pretend the weight is not important, and they want to crucify Mwango of it. So guys, that is the first part of this reaction. The second part is concerning this matter to do with, Marwa and his construction. Let me tell you guys, anyone that has eyes, and eyes that function well, sometimes you may be having eyes, but you need some sunglasses, or you need to go to an optician so that you can be given some glasses so that you can see properly. When you look at Marwa's home, the villa is massive. It is too big. That means that by the time he's done, or there's ringtone somewhere there. Okay, so by the time Marwa will be done with construction in his villa, he'll spend a lot of money. That is a fact. That is not a small house, guys. You have seen the staircases are not yet completely done. We don't have rails. You can imagine. Marwa has a long way to go. And that means that he will end up using a lot of money. So Marwa comes out and says he was given materials by someone, and in a hardware, and he has a debt of almost 4,000 USD. My question is, yes, we see he's constructing a garage, and there's some other constructions that are ongoing. The question is, when Marwa comes out to speak to his subscribers, how does it concern the naysayers? And Marwa made it very clear when he was in Argentina, his channel was not doing well. That is a fact. And most of you, because I have so many subscribers from Marwa, most of you came out and you were advising Marwa to go back to Africa, because that is where content is. That is what you people want to see. You kept on telling him to go back and start traveling. And Marwa knew it, but they had to wait until the documents for Maisha were ready so that they would come back to Kenya. Do you understand? And then, once they were done, they came back to Kenya. And of course, the views have been peaking. Marwa's, content is doing well. The views are up there. And that means that he's going to get more revenue. And Marwa was very honest, very, very honest. Do you get it? Very, very honest. He said, but while he was in Argentina, he was not getting good money, which you all know is a fact. And especially if you are a content creator, you understand what I'm talking about. The more views you get, the more money you make. Do you get it? And that is why people always come out to identify a niche before they start doing content creation. Do you understand? And that is why most of you are asking Marwa, go travel, get out of Argentina, go back to Kenya, go back to Africa, move. We want to see you on the move. Because you love Marwa for the fact that he is a travel commando. Most of you got to know him through traveling, and that is what you want. And therefore, when Marwa comes out and says, he's short of 4K USD, he needs to pay, he has a debt. I strongly believe this message is meant for people that support him. Because again, when you look at the number of subscribers that he has, over 500,000 plus, I strongly believe not all support him financially, but there's that group of people that believe in him and they love him for who he is and for the work that he has done to that village, and they support him. This message is meant for them. Do you get it? Yes, he'll get revenue, but still, if anyone wants to come in and support him, fine and well. That is always the message, by the way. I don't know why we like complicating matters here in YouTube. Why do we like even complicating matters? People, they want to pretend as if they don't have people that support them. Don't you people receive your super slaps every day when you are doing your whatevers? You have Chronicles, you have Turbo Vanilla. They have supported so many of you. So let Marwa be. I don't know, there are some that are saying, oh, Marwa is asking this money because he has seen Jamaican uncle. There are those that are coming out with, with big sarcasm, calling out on Jamaican uncle and telling him, Why can't you give Marwa this money because you're rich? I saw when one of them was doing their live stream, and Atimaro made a comment, and they really came for him, and they were like, have you not heard your boss is asking for 4K? Why can't you go and give out instead of you being here? You know, they have taken this matter and they are kind of playing around with it. No one is stealing from anyone. It is all a matter of willing giver and willing receiver. By the way, that is the way I look at it. If I come with this and I want to give you, it is up to you to either accept or reject. Nobody will force it down your throat. Mara has not come out and said, I want person 1, 2, 3 to donate towards this. And then, guys, Marwa, what I know, by the time he'll be done with that villa, he'll have spent a lot of money, and you will all agree with me. You will all agree with me. The work that is ongoing in that home is a lot. Kitchens are being fixed. There's the garage, and other plans are underway. By the time it's done, and just know, by now, baby Mesha is 7 months, meaning that this baby has started moving. He needs to move from one room to the next. And that, what does that mean? It means Maro has to fix this house. Starting with the staircases, he has to fix. The baby is growing, and we all know when it comes to babies, anything can happen at any time. So he has a lot of things that he needs to fix. So if you want to support him, fine and well. If you feel Marwa wants to, to kind of convince his people, scam his people as you're putting, that is up to you. But this matter of you guys always coming out to say, oh, Marwa is a scammer, or why is he asking about this money? Why would you feel offended? And he has not asked from you. So guys, I don't know what you think about this other part of this video. Please drop your comment. I'd love to read from you. Don't forget to like this video. It is one way of supporting a content creator so that YouTube can recommend my work to other people. Finally, of course, we all know Rocio is back in Nyabo, and they're already on Rocio's neck. Guys, these people can actually pie someone. They're on Rocio's neck. Do you know what they're saying? Oh, Rocio is not jovial. But when she was back in Europe, she was so jovial, moving around, UK, that is London. She went to Brussels. She went to I don't know where and where. She was so happy, including when she had a toothache. She was smiling on the cameras, but the moment she landed in Nyabo, her facial expression changed. And according to them, Rocio is not comfortable in Nyabo. Rocio is just there because he wants to collect what is hers. According to them, Rocio wants to get benefits from Marwa because she knows through Marwa, the subscribers gonna support her. How sure are you, and how can you come out and, by the way, confidently put this out here? Is it by fire, by force? If I'm not comfortable with being with a certain man, why would I even force myself? Haven't you seen women running away from billionaires? By the way, there's an incident that happened here in Kenya. There's this governor. Nowadays, is he still the governor? So this guy was a governor, and he had a wife. Guess what, guys? The wife left him, got married to a man that is an artist here in Kenya. And this artist is not like those top artists, those ones that are making good money, living good. Just an average artist. And people were like, hey, how can this lady leave everything? The title. Remember, she was the first lady of that particular county. She had all the privileges. She had, people were guarding her, and she had everything that she wanted. But she left that man. If you're a Kenyan here, you know who I'm talking about. She left the man, got married to a man that, stays in the slums. A man that was brought up in the slums. A man that is struggling. So, what would make you say Rocio is there just sticking around Marwa because of subscribers? If she actually does not like Marwa, do you think she would have come back to Kenya after having Maisha? According to me, I strongly feel after baby Maisha was born, she would have stayed back in Argentina. That is the way it is. She should have stayed back in Argentina and did her stuff. So why would she come back to Kenya? After all, she had the baby, her channel had grown, the viewership had increased. Therefore, why would she struggle to come back to a remote village like Nyabo? So sometimes you guys speak and you sound like some empty debes. You know what debes are? Some empty container. An empty container makes a lot of noise, than a container that has something in it. And that is how I feel, because why are they saying Rocio is not happy? Rocio is doing fine. And if she's not happy, and if she's not okay with Maro, hey, time is everything. Time, you can't play with time. Time will always come and tell you otherwise. Do you get it? No matter how long it will take, time is always there. And with time, you get to learn so many things about a person. So we are here watching this space. We want to know the truth, where the truth is. But when you look at these people, they are just full of lies and lies. Why would you even think Maro did a mistake by taking the chocolates that were brought by Jamaican uncle and took them to Rocio? Let me tell you guys, how many times have I said, most of our African men are not that romantic, in public. But hey, behind the closed doors, they are the real G's. So that is me. This is my opinion. I don't know what to think about this video. Please drop your comment. I would love to read from you. If you have not subscribed and you are always here, do something. I am on the road to 5K subscribers. Take me there. Thank you so much and goodbye for now.